never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Welcome back, it's your guy Dan, and we just finished Money in the Bank PLE 2024. I enjoyed it. It wasn't that bad. A lot of things didn't go the way I thought they would, but they did. So let's fucking get into it. Let's just get done with it. Yeah. So the first match was the Man's Money in the Bank ladder match. It were some good spots, but honestly, this was one of the lackluster matches of the night. You would figure it'd be different. There were some cool things that happened, like the Andrade and Carmelo Hayes spot. Yeah. But as I predicted, Drew won the Money in the Bank briefcase, which is pretty much how we all knew that was going to happen. We all knew it was going to happen. So, and he promised that if he did do that, he would cash in later in the night. So, yeah. The next match was the Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker match, and to be honest with you, it was a decent match. I thought Braun would totally destroy this man, just because the way that WWE has portrayed his character so far. That didn't fucking happen at all. Sami won. I think it was the wrong call. The way that Sami won, I thought was the wrong call, and I just wasn't a big fan of it. I wasn't. I got the details wrong on that one, guys. So, but at the same time, it wasn't shitty. I just did not like the way that they portrayed Sami and Braun in this match. I just wasn't a fan of it. Congratulations to Sami, he kept his title. The next match. Oh my god. I thought this was going to be match of the night. And to me, being a CM Punk mark, I figured it would be. But we got some good matches between Seth Rollins and Damian Priest. Seth Rollins pulled out a bunch of new tricks out of his hat, man. He went all out. He was doing springboard moves. He was doing moves we've never seen him do before. And I was like, holy shit, that's awesome. The botch of the match. We don't even know how it's going to come about later on down the road, but Seth went for a cover and pinned him. The ref said 1, 2, and the camera was angled on Priest and Seth, and the ref stopped. And even the people in the crowd, the people I was talking to during the match, they were all like, dude, was that a botch pin? Did he forget to count to 3? I don't know what happened. Even in the press conference, Paul Levesque, Triple H, even said something about it, but it didn't happen. He rolled out. Drew's music hits, and I'm like, here we motherfucking go. He came in. He did 100% cash in his Money in the Bank contract. And I know exactly what was going to happen in this. My boy waited till he tagged in, till he put that briefcase on the line. And he said, okay, now this is a triple threat. As soon as that match started, Punk fucked him up. He came out of the crowd. He beat the shit out of him. He hit him with a couple thousand chair shots. I'm exaggerating. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was here for it. I loved it. I was screaming. I was like, even my fiance in another room was like, what happened? And I was like, Punk came back. She goes, oh, no wonder. My boy Punk. He is still nursing. He is still nursing. There we go. I'm gonna try to fix the centering of that. Sorry, guys. He is still nursing a tricep problem, but after the beatdown he got in Chicago, he said, fuck that shit, I'm coming for you. He beat this shit out of him, and I thought this was very, very interesting right here. The look on Punk's face. Look at that look. That's desire. That's plotting. That's jealousy. That's intimacy. Hitting his leg, sorry. He grabs the title. He gets up on the apron. Drew's already rolled back into the ring. He smashes him. Priest wins. As I said he would. I knew he would. Then this happened. Even when Drew cashed in, the Damian Priest and Seth Rollins stipulations between themselves kept true. Kept true. So as of this point right now, Seth Rollins can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship as long as Damian Priest has it. They AEW'd the shit out of that. Dumb. That is so fucking dumb. But I am so happy because I got my boy Phil. And here, let me get this. Zoom out. There you go, so you can see it past my logos. Corey Graves, once again, had to get in the middle of them so something wouldn't happen. So not only did he screw Drew, and we're getting a 2 or 3 match combo out of Drew, he's also set up more time with Seth Rollins. The summer of Punk has begun. Yes! And I'm here for it. Then we got an in-ring declaration of something. Of a retirement. But it's one of those weird things. It's not a retirement. It's a retirement tour. Basically, John Cena says that he is retiring at the end of 2025. And it's not going to be at WrestleMania. He just kept going on about how he's back for it. I'm okay with this. At least this is one wrestler that's not been forced to retire. Technically, he's already retired. But he's talking about 100% never getting back in the ring retirement. We'll see how long that fucking goes, because that never goes for anyone. Ugh. So he got out. Then we got the women's Money in the Bank laddership match, man. And let me tell you something. This was a car wreck, and I'm fucking here for it. These women outshined the men in this match. I'm sorry. They did. You can get upset if you want. They still did it. It was beautifully done. Beautifully done. Chelsea Green took the bump of the night. Basically, the entire match, Chelsea, before the match started, Chelsea was on an interview and she said she is scared of heights. So we're like, okay, R-Truth Jr. She's going to be like R-Truth. And I was like, you know what? I watched Pepper come down, climb up there, hand her the briefcase, and that'd be it. But no, guess what time it is? It's motherfucking Tiffy time. And I'm for it. I like Tiffany Stratton. I think she was great. Chelsea's bump of the night. It was nasty. Off the very top of the tallest ladder. And she went through 2 tables. Chelsea is the MVP of this match. Tiffy time. Tiffy won. I was okay with this match. It was very entertaining. There were some botches. Lots of botches. But at least it was a good match. Next came the final match of the night. And it was our 6-man tag. Money Faces of Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton versus the Bloodline. But the Bloodline members were Solo, Tama, and the in-ring debut of Jacob motherfucking Fatu. It did not disappoint to me. It didn't. There were some good spots. To me, Solo looked a little sluggish. But we figured out the reason why. It's because earlier today, this is why he had a vignette on Friday. Is earlier today, they buried Roman's father. So, all these guys were at the funeral, including Jey, and they were all flew in on a private jet back to this arena. They had to be. And I'm glad that they made it. They could have pushed us back, but they didn't. They stayed true to it. Fatu looked amazing in my opinion. He was the most energetic man out in there wrestling, besides Kevin Owens. Solo looked sluggish as hell. Tonga looked a little sluggish. Jacob had energy. And the faces had energy. There was a lot of fuckery with the ref. Like, Jacob accidentally hit the ref like 3 times. It was great. Great. And then Solo pinned Cody Rhodes. Solo just pinned the WWE Undisputed Champion. Then we get the scrum, the post-scrum afterwards. The first thing that the panels talk about, we have a rare interview with Solo Sikoa. They ask him a question. He just sits there and looks at him and goes, acknowledge me. And then throws the headset down and walks off. And I was like, that's all you need to do. That's all you fucking need to do. Screw him. At the post-show, Drew came out, mad as hell. He pushed 2 referees as he was at the table. Adam Pearce came up behind him, grabbed that, and he did a back elbow to it. Wade Barrett had to get in the middle of it. And this is part of the story that we're getting, especially since the last time that Punk screwed over McIntyre. Wade Barrett says a few choice things about the company and Punk and Triple H. This time he got in the middle of it and told him, if you don't stop, you're going to get fired. He's like, you're already in trouble, but you're going to get fired. I'm for it. I am motherfucking for it. This is going to be a 5-course meal, and I'm ready to fucking eat it. I'm telling you right now. The summer of Punk and Drew is going to be amazing. Just look at that face, man. He just looked pissed. And righteously so. The only thing I noticed is he's not wearing the CM Punk bracelet. Then we got the media scrum. We got John Cena, who was there forever. And it was almost like the same answer to every question. It was just... Honestly, I get that they were trying to pay homage to this man and let him have his time. But at the same time with me, man, is I'm sitting there like, dude, you answered the same, every question the exact same. Fucking move on. Let's move on. He didn't. Then we got Tiffy time. And she had a backstage segment with Kayla and Trish Stratus. And she basically, yeah. So they might set up a Trish Stratus, Tiffany. Wait a minute. Stratton match, yeah. Ugh, tongue twisters. She didn't answer but a few questions, and most of it was about... She said she's going to bedazzle her case and change the color of it, make it look a little more glam. So, then we got my boy CM Punk in the media scrum, as always, just laughing his ass off and just trolling people. We got the Philly Pillsbury Doughboy donut eating. This dude, Punk is just a genius. This is his new shtick at scrums. He just eats fucking pastries. That's all. It's pastry Phil. That's his new nickname, Pastry Phil. Let's just say it. And I fucking here for it. It was hilarious. His facials were hilarious. He did say that Cena was one of those ones who did not want to come out of retirement. He would never be back. This is his final year. And then Punk was like, I would be the one to bring him out of that retirement. I'm like, yeah, y'all did have, like, CM Punk and Cena. In CM Punk's world, Cena will probably go down as his best opponent. They had some bangers back in 2014. They had some fucking bangers. It was 2012 through 14. They put on some classics together. So if there should be a match, it should be within these two eventually. Triple H got up there. He did speak on Toronto coming back out. He spoke on, like, talking about maybe having another PLE. He doesn't know yet. He did speak on Sami Zayn, how Sami Zayn is just phenomenally over, how Braun Breaker's just come a long way in a little time. Made fun of, saying I didn't even know that Sami Zayn was comically inclined, because Sami Zayn had a comedy show. this weekend, and supposedly it was really good. He did speak on Cena a lot, and then believe it or not, he didn't really speak that much on Punk. He did speak on Damian Priest though, and the match. He acknowledged the false pin, and he said, "I'm waiting to have a conversation with that referee to maybe see what he saw that I didn't see." You can tell he's covering. He knew it was a botch. You could tell it was a botch. You can tell it was not. It didn't go over well backstage. You can tell in the face of Triple H when he answered that question. He was trying to make fun of it, but at the same time, he was pissed about it. There was something fuckery. I don't know why. That referee's probably going to get an earful when it's all said and done. So that was our Money in the Bank recap. I'm gonna tell you this. I screamed like a little girl when Punk came out. I had a lot of fun, especially in the World Heavyweight match, the women's match, and the final match. All the other matches were okay. The men's match I liked, but it fell flat. The Sami Zayn match and Braun Breaker match, to me, was a great match until the ending. I thought they did that wrong. The women's Money in the Bank battle match was very entertaining. They outspotted the men. They were more creative, and some of those things just looked horribly wrong. But there was a few botches. There was. The World Heavyweight match, I loved everything until the botch of the pin. But I loved the ending. I knew Drew was going to cash in. I knew it was going to happen. I was just praying to God that Punk didn't screw him over until after the cash in, which he did. That's cinema. They're cooking with that story, and let's let them cook. Don't be pissed off. It's part of the plan. Just trust the process. Let them cook. The Damian Priest slip up. I've already read online tweets and everything that he fucked up at Clash of the Castle. Now he fucked up in this match. I'm like, no. The Clash of the Castle was a total, just weird happenstance. It just happened. This, I don't know if Damian forgot to kick out or if the ref just went way too fast. Because if you look at Damian's face, he did look over and you could have seen him like this. Honestly, it kind of looked like the ref was blocking Damian's arm from getting put up, in my opinion. But that's the only thing that people's going to talk about is how Damian Priest fucked up again, which I don't. We'll see. There'll be some more camera angles come out on Monday. Triple H jumped on it. They acknowledged it, and it wasn't like it was hidden, or they're like, yeah, it was just happened. It was more of a, we don't know what happened. I'm waiting to hear a conversation with the referee. The referee gets a final answer on everything, so give Damian Priest some slack. He's champion. He stays champion. Seth Rollins can no longer challenge for the World Heavyweight title. I believe WWE, just like AEW, shot themselves in the fucking foot when it comes to this. Rollins is super over. Yeah, we know that him and Drew have had issues in the past. We know that him and Punk are going to have issues. So between these three, the dance partners they have right now with these three, Wade Barrett is going to help Drew beat Punk. And I fucking agree with it. Wade Barrett has been so part of this story for 2 months now. Something's going to happen between them. It's either Wade's going to help Punk or he's going to screw Punk. I'm saying screw. So I agree with my buddy on that one. Ja, shout out to you. This week has been a very wrestling heavy for me. I had a video on Monday. I had a predictions of Money in the Bank video. I had the Smackdown review. I also had a podcast on Friday. And I had tonight the watching of Money in the Bank and me doing my results. So I will not be doing a NXT Heatwave predictions or review video. I just don't have the time. And it's been very, very wrestling heavy in this house today. So I appreciate you guys coming out and watching the videos, and appreciate your support. Please like, comment, share. If Leave me some comments down below. What did you like about Money in the Bank? Am I wrong? Am I right? Yeah. So as always, guys, be good people.